In today's video, I'm going to be listing the 8 signs to tell you that you are under witchcraft attack. Witches may be attacking you and you may not be aware of it. So you have to check it out and do the needful before. You're welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, you're welcome. My name is Pamela. So thank you so much for stopping. 8 signs to show you that witches are operating in your life spiritually. When you feel like you are being monitored, when you feel that you are being watched, that somebody is watching you, this can be really uncomfortable. Okay, it can really be very uncomfortable when you just stay in a house, especially only you feel like somebody is watching you, somebody is following you. Then you know that there is witches operating. This is not about being fearful. Like you be walking and you turn back, you feel a movement, you be like, oh, is somebody here? But nobody is there. You're not seeing anybody, but you feel the presence as if somebody is with you or by your side. If you always experience that, know that this can be a sign of witches attack. It's a sign that monitoring spirits are at work in your life. Monitoring spirits are illegal informants. They are part of demonic network that watches and reports information to the higher powers so that they can come into one's life to kill, to destroy, and to steal. So you have to be watchful. If you notice that you are uncomfortable, especially when you are alone, you feel that somebody is looking at you, somebody is staring, or somebody is watching you, or somebody is following you in the house or anywhere you go, know that this can be a sign of witches attack. Then I'm going, at the end of this video, just continue watching. I will tell you what to do to get rid of any spirit of witches in your life. Second one, when things drops down from your hand, you are healthy, you are not having any illness. Maybe you are carrying something, like you are holding a spoon, for example, and you are holding it firm, but before you know it, it will slide down. Anything you carry will fall down, anything you hold will fall down. Just know that this is not ordinary. If you are sure that you are healthy, you are not having any illness, and things has been dropping down recently from your hand, sliding down from your hand, whether it broke or not, know that this can be a sign of witches operation in one's life. So you have to do the needful. Very, very important. The third one is when you lose motivation. Like you are always the type that is always very motivated, all of a sudden you lose motivation. This is a sign of poverty coming in, and witches carries that presence with them. They bring it to one. They make you to lose motivation in the things that you love doing, so they will be able to attack. They want to make you poor. In Proverbs chapter 10 verse 4, it says, lazy people are soon poor, while the hard workers become rich. So if you lose motivation in anything you find yourself doing, anything you enjoy doing, know that poverty is on the way. You may feel that, oh, this is nothing, but it's something. When the month has passed, month by month, and you are no longer into that thing that gives you joy, into that thing that brings money to you, then you know that this is really witchcraft operation working in your life. I will tell you what to do. Continue watching. So the next one is when you can no longer hear God. You are the type that you have this gift of hearing from God directly. You go to bed, you start dreaming, you see visions, revelations. All of a sudden, nothing like that. You are the type that when you just sit, even in the daytime, you'll be hearing voices, messages passing through, and those messages are directly from God Almighty. All of a sudden, it's no longer there. You no longer get all those things. No sign. Know that you're under witches attack. They can be very dangerous. So the next one, when you hear voices, especially when your name is being mentioned, you hear your name, somebody calling your name, and you like ask, oh, who is calling me? Or you move around, nobody is there. It's not as if it's your mind that is playing you, but you go back. You know, this happens almost all the time, all through the day. If you find out that it keep on happening steady, then you know that this is witches. And by the grace of God, if you do this, I'm going to tell you, it will put to a stop. When they start calling you, they are trying to call your spirits. When they are able to get your spirit, everything is gone. Remember that spiritual controls physical. So make sure you do what I'm going to tell you to build your spiritual life, so that anytime they try, it will bounce back. When you always suddenly become afraid, you're always fearful, Any small thing you're afraid, your heart will be jumping, beating. If you find out that it's not health problem, you're healthy, no problem, no BP, you have checked your blood pressure and you're okay, every time you're always afraid, especially when you want to go to bed, you're always afraid. You cannot go to bed peacefully. You'll be afraid that something bad wants to happen. You'll be having feeling of fear all the time. This is witches' attack in one's life. Remember that the evil ones, they come through fear. They use fear as #1 weapon to attack somebody. When they see that they have gotten you through fear, that is when they will be able to penetrate, start doing the rest of others. So the next one, when you start having death wishes, you'll be feeling like, or you'll be seeing people that are dead, thinking of dead people, or having the feeling, oh, death is on the way, or maybe, thinking of death. Just know that this is a great sign. Witches are under serious oppression in your life, and you have to do the needful before it's too late. So lastly, I want to stop here. When you are always hungry to yourself and others, everything don't make you happy, nothing makes you happy, nothing is fun, every time you're always angry, little things makes you angry. I know many of us, many people are like that, but this just comes all of a sudden. It's not part of you. There are some people that is part of them. They're always easily angry, but in your own side, you are not like that. All of a sudden, you notice that recently you start being angry, nothing makes you happy. Just know that this is a great sign of witches' attack in your life. So you are seeing these signs. If you notice any of them, you have to do this. I'm going to tell you, very, very important. You have to build your relationship with God back. You have to check yourself. Have you fallen out of Christ? What are the things you must have done recently that has made the presence of God to depart from you? The presence of God carries so much grace with it. It carries grace, it carries glory. It makes the evil ones not to have any space to penetrate in your life. So anything that you are doing which is not aligned with God, you need to cut it out. Then you do what I'm going to tell you. Have you tried fasting? Have you tried serious prayer? I know you will say, oh, I've been praying, I'm praying always. Have you tried praying at the right time? Midnight prayer is very effective. This is a time that when you start praying, you will not even know when fear will let go. You can pray alone. I know many will be afraid at night, but you don't need to be afraid. This is a time that evil ones operate most, and also God also operates. So you need to build your spiritual life this time. Take God Almighty to have mercy upon you, that you are ready, that you want Him to use you, that you want the powers of the witches to be destroyed. You don't want the oppression in your life. You don't want to be a candidate any longer. You don't want them to use you or monitor you any longer. Then you pray. Open your mouth and pray. Tell God Almighty that it should break you free from every witch's oppression, every witchcraft oppression. That you are not a candidate. That you want to recover yourself fully. That you want the presence of God to take charge over your life. Pray seriously and also check other videos of mine. It will guide you. May God bless you. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe. Also share this video to everyone. Remain blessed as always. I will see you in my next video.